In 2022 alone, Nigeria spent over 4 trillion on fuel subsidies, more than we allocated to capital expenditure. This was not only fiscally unsustainable, it was unjust. A subsidy that disproportionately benefited the affluent, encouraged smuggling, and breeded inefficiency was neither equitable nor strategic. Since its removal, we have redirected those funds into targeted interventions, expanding our social safety nets, improving public transportation, and financing critical infrastructure projects. Most importantly, we have strengthened our fiscal buffers, making Nigeria more resilient to external shocks. Our commitment remains steadfast to ensure that the gains of this difficult yet necessary reform are redirected towards building a Nigeria that works for everyone.
It is imperative to understand that without transparency, without physical discipline, without physical integrity, there will be no genuine development. There must be accountability and there must be transparency in a manner that the revenues of the nation is spent. It is the duty of the Public Accounts Committee and other committees of the legislature to track revenues, how they are collected, how they are kept, and how they are disseminated. It is these track revenues that are appropriated. And therefore, once appropriated, it is equally the duty of this Public Accounts Committee, most especially, to track the implementation of these revenues.
Nigeria must play a leading role in the economic emancipation of this continent. And there is no better way to achieve this if we do not make concerted, conscious effort to recalibrate our fiscal management systems and improve our global transparency index. It is our hope that this conference will come up with clear, actionable, and pragmatic measurable plans to achieve this objective in an immediate and short plus long-term measures. It is gratifying to note that at a pre-conference dinner held last night, we achieved one of the goals of this conference, which is to secure a commitment by both chambers of the National Assembly as well as development partners to speedily pass the audit bill, a piece of legislation central to promoting accountability in Nigeria, but which unfortunately has been delayed for over 10 years.
Recent audit reports revealed that over 300 billion naira of public funds remain unaccounted for. More than 60% of federal ministries, departments, and agencies failed to comply with financial regulations. The reports identify challenges that include unauthorized environments, incomplete audit cycles, institutional leakages, and weak enforcement of rules. The 2024 Subnational Audit Efficacy Index reveals an even more dire situation at the state level. Only 2 states, Yobe and Ekiti, scored above 50% on the index. 21 states failed to publish their 2023 audit reports. Additionally, in most states, the offices of the Auditor General remains financially and administratively dependent on the executive.
And as parliamentarians on the continent, we must rise to that call and occasion, not just with words, but through robust action and institutional reforms. The conference is not just a national event, it's continental and a monumental signal, a signal that Nigeria is taking the lead in rethinking our fiscal governance and that is a willing partner in shared goal and innovations. As chairperson of AfroPac, I wish to reaffirm our commitment to supporting the work of packs across the continent in building the momentum from our recent AfroPac conference in Uganda, which was held in March this year. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel that there is a renewed sense of purpose driven by commitments made by regional and international partners in strengthening the operational independence of public accounts committees. We now see Nigeria as a strategic partner and anchor in this mission, especially as we prepare for the upcoming WAPAC conference, which Nigeria will graciously host.